Hey guys, it's James.
And this is Corwyn.
And welcome to This Movie's Gay.
Yay!
That's guys.
A terrible noise.
It's fun.
It's a terrible noise.
You hate fun, I forgot.
I hate fun.
I'm going to say right off the bat, I wrote down, this movie makes me feel high. I don't know what look at this smile. I don't know what it is about today, but
James, I came in and you were acting like this. It wasn't just the movie. It was just right off the bat when I came in, you were like...
I'm trying to retrace my steps. I didn't take any CBD. I know CBD doesn't make you high, but it does make you feel it makes you feel happy. I'm so happy. So that can't be it. And all I ate today was 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with some milk.
How much sleep did you get?
I got probably 7 hours.
Okay, well, that's not it.
Well, except here's the thing. Whenever Nicole is out of town, I get terrible sleep because she's the one who says, hey, I'm going to bed right now. And I say, oh yeah, I'll go to bed as well. But now I'll stay up until like 2:30, 3 o'clock, just, on the computer saying, I need to be working more. Yesterday I did this. I mixed a song for someone, getting paid, made like 2 beats, promoted a bunch of stuff. And I still at the end of the night, I was thinking, I should still be working.
You're a workaholic.
Yeah, I need to.
You work a lot.
Yeah, because...
You do a lot of work.
Yeah, someone needs to, because someone's supposed to be posting on Twitter.
I'm a real bad Twitter gay. I'm just not good at it.
All you have to do
say, hey, kids, where's the parties at?
Dude, that's me. That's why I'm not going to do it.
Why are you being a narc, James?
Just say, I don't know, if you found out some cool gay movie, post about it. Say, hey, I'm really looking forward to this movie coming out. I should have said that about that Knife and Sword, whatever movie I sent you a trailer of. It's that French film.
Oh, yeah.
It looks good.
Oh, my God. We should tweet about that.
Yeah.
We'll tweet about that.
We'll tweet it.
We'll tweet it.
Tweet.
I can throw up pictures that I went flying yesterday with my friend that just got his pilot's license.
Yeah.
So I can throw pictures up of that.
Yeah, post those. I do need to get better on Marshland Media's Instagram. I need to start posting pictures of us recording and shit.
Yes.
But I always forget, especially guests. I always wanted to get pictures of the guests, but normally they're like, oh, I didn't come camera ready.
You need to set up your wall here with the soundproofing, with Marshland Media stuff. And have it.
Well, it would be that guy right there.
Yeah.
But that's for when people walk in. I don't have money to buy banners, but speaking of needing money, guess what? We finally got a website.
We have a website.
Name. We've had a website.
Name.
Before it was marshlandmedia.wixsite.com/MLM pod. That's what you needed to.
God.
You needed to type all of that in.
So much to type.
But now it's just MLMpod.com.
MLMpod.com.
And usually we save this for the end, but the people who made this possible were Steve F. at Hit People Guy on Facebook.
Steve F.
No, not Facebook, on goddamn Twitter. Oh no, Steve, I'm sorry.
He messed up. It's fine.
Power Playthrough at P Playthrough on Twitter. You can listen to their Power Rangers Super Sentai podcast. It's great. Check it out. And then It Takes Two to Toku. I believe the first 2 is the number 2, then 2 Toku. And check them out. They have amazing Super Sentai covers, but they donated. And then we had a extra special anonymous person.
Anonymous.
I mean, we know the person. I just don't think they want people to know they donated money. Probably to make it so other people in this podcasting group don't feel like, oh, so you think you're better than me?
Okay. All right.
Yeah, guys.
Well, this week we watched eCupid.
Oh my God, and I'm indifferent about this.
2011 according to IMDb, but 2012 according to Amazon Prime.
Yeah, It's so weird with all these movies. They have 3 different years.
This is the released 3 different years. We released part 1 originally, and then part 3 we released next because we like it being out of order. And then part 2 was released like today. You're welcome.
Yeah. Hey, can I ask you a quick question?
What?
If we got a bunch of friends here, would you, since it's now available in print, can we do a reading of Gay Bed and Breakfast of Terror?
Oh my God.
Yeah, guys, they're releasing the script.
We could read a section. I would agree to that, but no more.
Darn it.
No. You are obsessed with me. I actually had someone message me and they were like, "Why is James so obsessed with this movie?"
Say, hey, you got $1.99. Find out your damn self, bitch.
No. No, I was like,
that?
I don't know why he's obsessed with it.
Who said it?
I'll tell you later.
Okay, well, they need to watch it.
They may have.
Was
I
it
don't know.
someone we worked with?
No.
Okay. Because I would have said, give me their deeds.
It was one of our fans.
Okay. Was it C?
No.
Okay. C, if you're listening, thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening. Also,
and
we're
tell
going to
more
reply
people.
to you at some point.
We have a nice core fan base of like 26 people. Please, if all of you were to tell a person and they get into it, guess what? That's 52. Just how many episodes there are in a year.
That'll be fun for you at the end of this.
No, it's going to have to be in the beginning now.
God.
No, it'll be the end.
Oh,
this
my
is the
God.
End. Oh no, the apocalypse. I was thinking this morning that, remember on June 6th, 2006, when The
Yes.
Omen came out, the reboot of it,
Yes.
and everyone thought, oh my God, the world's going to end 666. What were people doing in the year 666? I would have loved to live then. Or even 1666.
I have no answer.
Can you Futurama me and have me unthawed in 2666?
Good luck.
Can you?
No.
Okay. I only trust you. I only trust you with that technology.
I don't think I've got that technology readily available to freeze you for
I guess
that
we would,
many years.
We would need to, unless it's on, a clock thing. However, you can't trust clocks. Idiocracy taught us that.
I mean, you could.
Well, what, like an automatic thing. So in that case, we would need someone to also freeze you and unthaw you out at like 2665. So you can also get up to date on all the happenings in the world, read a history book or two, and then unthaw me out. On June 6th.
I feel like that would just be an issue with the freezing and the thawing. I mean, there's a lot of details in this plan we need to work out.
We gotta flesh it out, guys.
Got to be fleshed out.
But hey, speaking of flesh, mine's gonna be frozen. Oh my God! Remember Frozen? The second one's coming out. Have you played Kingdom Hearts yet?
No.
Okay.
The newest one?
Yeah.
No.
Because there's a Frozen world in there. Just wanted to hear ya out, see what you had to say about it.
I don't have anything to say about the Frozen world, but I do have things to say about this movie that we watched.
Yeah, I have some hearts by some things.
James has been going at like 200% since I walked into the apartment, and he's going everywhere. And I'm like, I can't even wrangle this at all.
I just okay, well,
he can go wherever he wants. I'm going to sit in the chair.
Right off the bat. So you thought I got bored during the movie because I was on my iPod Touch.
He's like shaking right now.
And
so much.
So I was messaging Nicole and I told her, hey, Corwyn has gotten Nicole level of putting up with my shit, which is just looking over to me with just a face of blank discontent and then looking back at whatever we're talking about. Because during this movie, I kept shouting, but the deadlines, Corwyn, the deadlines.
Oh my, he did. It's just like, you are obsessed.
The deadlines. What about the deadlines? Because I thought...
And he kept saying it like that too. And I'm like, James, we're not on the podcast. Why are you talking in your podcast voice to me?
It eventually happened. So this movie, I'm just going to describe the first part of it. The first part is a very long opening credits, a cold open for the credits, not a cold open for the movie, but they overused that heart thing.
They have a little heart graphic that's jumping around as like letters in people's names, and it just jumps around to everyone's.
Yeah.
And I'm like, once, twice, 3 times is enough.
Or for just the stars. Do it for the stars. But this, it opens on someone doing Photoshop work. And it pans out, and then his boyfriend comes and says, hey, I'm going to go to sleep. And I was thinking he was going to say, oh, I will once I get this done because I have a deadline. And then he then goes into to sleep. He says, oh, I can't do this. I thought he was going to say, I can't do this. Screw the deadlines. He doesn't. He goes into bed. I thought the boyfriend was going to say, you're already in bed, but what about the deadline? It doesn't happen until maybe halfway through the movie when he gets more responsibility. That might be what we figure out. He can get these easy ones done so quickly because he's just been given easy ad campaigns.
He's doing the same ad campaign over and over and over, basically, with different companies.
He just has to put the Gaussian blur in a different spot and then keep the same font, maybe put the logo in a different corner, and he's done.
But the point is, he was going to the bedroom because he was trying to get laid.
Yeah, which it made it seem like it made it seem like both parties were like, ooh, it's going to be a little kinky right now because they were saying, ooh, in the morning, let's go to the gym and get sweaty. However, dude should have just waited until that morning. It seemed like, hey, right now I'm not okay. Yes, this is more so. Hey, right now I am not in it for sex, but tomorrow, after pumping some iron, I want to pump that ass.
Oh my God. Basically, the movie is our lead is feeling unsatisfied in his relationship.
Lack of sex, unsatisfied, frustrated, and something else. Those were all the eCupid checkpoints.
In his relationship, his job, everything like this. So he downloads some app.
Is it supernatural, Corwyn?
eCupid, and it seems like it's made by fairies. And
whoa.
Because it
That's an offensive term you just used.
Fairies.
Yeah.
Fairies.
Oh, if you say it, it's fine. But if I were to call you that, it'd be bad.
I'm not talking about gay people. I'm talking about actual fey creatures.
Yes, you're a gay nerd. We know.
Oh my God.
Baldur's Gate, baby.
So he downloads the app, and then it takes over his whole life and throws his life into chaos, and then brings it all together and brings him back to his boyfriend after teaching him the lessons that he needed to learn. And that he is actually doing great and not unsatisfied, and he actually needs to communicate with his boyfriend and all of that and put work into a relationship for it to be a loving relationship instead of just wanting to have sex all the time.
You know,
boom, boom, boom.
The U.S. government should get eCupid because you got to burn something down to let it rise from the ashes.
But anyway, it was like a fey creature made this app because you've got. Or the Roman gods? I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
We made a waitress at the end whose name is Venus. So we're like, what? And then all of the people that are connected through this app are through like divinity something. So apparently there's some like fate aspect to it.
And
the divine.
I called it. I said at the end of the movie, there's probably going to be...
How did you call it at the end of the movie?
I said the eCupid version 2.0 if they ever did a sequel. And guy who was very awkward. Jimmy, what was he saying? I have it written down somewhere. Oh,
Jimmy
man.
said very few things. He was very insecure.
Yeah, I had a lot of stuff in the beginning, but then afterwards just kind of stopped.
It's because you started texting, and then I was looking at you with blank discontent. What was that? Was that what you said? Okay, yeah.
I don't know. But he was just like, oh, you want to go out to eat? Why? Are you hungry? Or do you think I want to eat? Just because he's a little on the hefty side, he had zero confidence in his body and in himself.
He wasn't even like, I wouldn't even say that he's obese or anything.
No.
But like he was maybe a little chubby, but he was still cute. And it was... well, the lack of confidence was not cute.
Oh, no, not
cute at all.
Hey, boys, you gotta be confident, like Demi Lovato says.
He was like, oh, yeah, it is my picture. That was like the first thing that he said to Marshall after just walking into his house.
How did...
Everyone just walked into his house.
I also thought this was in an apartment, like in an apartment building.
No.
Because how can you afford a house when you sank all your money into a cafe and oh my God, they have two houses?
He has 2 houses and they have a cafe that's losing money.
Yes.
He apparently had a real good job.
Or
just had money.
I don't know. We did say in here they're clearly rich Republican Trump
You said
supporting.
they were Republican. I didn't say they were
He said it too, guys.
I did not. I did not say that at all.
Hey guys, it's Corwyn, and he said He said
God.
it.
I'm gonna disagree.
I was just a 90s chill dude trying to do your voice. I was an OC Republican right there.
As I said before, James is going at like 200% right now. He's just kind of everywhere.
I'm scoring your music. I mean, I'm scoring your...
Singing.
No, I'm scoring your... I'm like the backing track for
my speaking?
your monologue. Oh, yeah, because in movies, when people are speaking, they never have music.
I wouldn't know. Remember, I don't know music.
Yeah, they had that sexy porno music when... What? Was that this movie? Fuck, man.
What are you on right now?
I don't know.
This is not peanut butter.
Okay. I mean, I smoked a fat stogie this morning.
You are a liar.
I know. But 2 of his kind of types that we've come to find out, Marshall, yes, that's his name, are skaters and frat boys who...
And very aggressively drunk people.
Yes. It's also a friend who says that. So he is talking about this so often that their friends know, hey, one of his kinks, one of his fetishes is a skater. Yes, Rodney Mullen is super cool. Yes, I am always talking to Nicole about Rodney Mullen, professional skater. But I don't think any of my friends would say like, hey, James might have a thing for skaters, specifically shy, awkward skaters named Rodney Mullen.
I have no idea who that is.
He's fucking amazing. For real. I'll show you. What are you?
You changed things.
Yeah, okay. Corwyn just gave just a super awkward, confused look.
It wasn't an awkward, confused look. It was a look of disdain.
Okay, so Corwyn thought we had been recording for possibly 4 hours and 26 minutes.
I did not think that. I saw it and then I was like, gross. It's in seconds.
No, it's not in seconds. This is in beats and measurements.
Beats in measure.
Because
432 measures. Oh my God.
I was mixing music and forgot to change
It is in beats. It's in Jesus.
Time measurements to this.
Oh my God.
You keep talking and I will change this over.
So it was a look of disdain, not a look of confusion. And I was just counting the seconds. And now that he has said it's in beats, I see that it goes to 4 seconds and flips over. So I can count, James. I don't know music though, but it's fine.
Hey, I know the fans are dying to know what the BPM was. It was 87 beats per minute.
87 beats per minute. That's what you get. That's what you get here.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, he has those specific types. I don't know the skater people that you were mentioning at all. Just have to be very honest about that.
You never played Tony Hawk Professional Skater?
I did play Tony Hawk, but I didn't know their names.
Oh, okay. Rodney Mullen's dope.
Who knows their names?
His flatland tricks revolutionized skateboarding. It really did. I'm not just talking out my ass. I'm being serious.
Oh my God.
Rodney Mullen reinvented skateboarding.
You called me a nerd.
Yeah, I know a lot of... I played and still do play a lot of Tony Hawk. It's so good. I will not... So this is... I have an issue with playing any new game. I don't want to read anything about the story because usually I'm listening to a podcast. I don't want any of the cutscenes. I skip through them. I just want to get into the battles or get into the brunt of all of what's going on. So, yeah, I play Spyro 2 all the time because I know the story. The first level there's a place where you need the climb ability. I know how to get to it without the climb ability. I've played this game over and over again. Just like Tony Hawk, I'll sit down and play Tony Hawk a lot. Dynasty Warriors, I'll play that a bunch. You better believe if I'm playing Final Fantasy VIII, all I'm doing is triple triad, bitch.
Oh my God.
That's why I have multiple saves over 100 hours from childhood that were just me playing triple triad trying to get the Zell trading card from his mom.
Is Triple Triad that game they play?
Yeah, the card game.
The little card game
Yeah.
with it's in a like a big rectangle, and yeah, you have to
God,
like
it's so
match the
good.
numbers,
Yep.
Or like get better numbers and like
Yeah.
take all of their cards over.
It's so fucking good. Even the one on Final Fantasy IX was good.
Wait, there was a card game on Final Fantasy IX?
You better believe it.
I forgot about. I'm pretty sure I was aware of that, but I forgot.
And Final Fantasy IX was a return to form after 6, 7, and 8 being kind of futuristic.
What was Final Fantasy IX's card game? Was it the same?
It was pretty much the same, just I think slightly different mechanics, and it looked different.
Was the big character that like eats things, were they able to give you cards by eating things or something?
Possibly. That might have been their special ability. I know for
Yeah.
sure, some GF, some Guardian Force in Final Fantasy VIII. They were able to turn cards into special things. So as a kid, we needed Squall's final weapon. I forget what it's called. It's probably Ultima weapon. It's or ultimate weapon.
It's usually something
it's
like
usually
that.
always
Yeah.
that. Or like Ultima Gunblade. God, I wish I had a Gunblade, but that's a different story.
Nerd.
I also I think I said it on. Did I say it on? I used to think I would grow wings because of that. Renoir, which I found out is her name. It's not Renoa.
Well,
Yes.
aside
So
from Final Fantasy,
where was I going with this? Oh, okay. So I needed to find a blue dragon card or beat a blue dragon, which are pretty hard in that game, in order to get the components to use the guns and ammo magazine to get his final weapon. That you had guns and ammo magazines in that. That is bonkers.
I started to play that game again like a few years ago, but then I stopped. I should pick it back up, I
It's
guess.
fun. People who say it's not, hey, guess what? You don't like to. People are like, well, if you grind for levels, the monsters get stronger with you, but you do need to grind for levels in order to level up your guardians. Your summons. Oh, God, that's such a fun. And also a turbo controller on that game. It's great because when you get the boost, you just hold it down for a little bit. Once you start seeing that little X start flashing, you stop. Turbo button, you got to smash it.
I have no idea what you're saying right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
But
guys.
about this
Oh my-
movie.
yes.
So
I feel high.
I wanted to say that Marshall is very boring.
Oh,
He is bland and boring, and you have no personality from him at all throughout the whole thing. There's like one moment where he like talks back to his boss, and you're like, is that supposed to show that he's like snarky? But no.
Oh, wait, no,
He's just so awkward and boring. Why are you dancing?
I don't know. So the thing you're commenting on is it wasn't even a good remark, I think.
No.
It was, oh, I can't wait to see your desk with a ficus plant over here. And then he walks away and he says, I'll replace you with a ficus plant, which I wrote down. Corwyn would probably be pretty pleased if I were replaced with a ficus plant this episode.
He's a dancing ficus plant right here in the chair. It's James.
Hi, that's me.
So yeah, Marshall was boring. We didn't develop the characters at all. There was nothing for the characters. There was nothing there.
No.
It was just, this movie looks like a real movie, and like it's got those effects with the phones and like all of that stuff, and like the advertisement coming on the TV and all that. So it seems like a real movie. And then you just have like Marshall, who is bland Marshall.
And then you have someone who lacks all confidence. You have an alcoholic,
I don't know if he was an alcoholic. Keith is the most like, he is the most like fey creature there, in the sense that he doesn't eat any solid foods. He just drinks alcohol. Not that that's relative to Fae lore or anything like that, but he was the one that knew that things were going on with the eCupid thing, because like he was watching Marshall's text get deleted on his phone. Like he was specifically like, looking at it, and then he was lining it up so that he had his hands in Marshall's pants whenever Gabriel opened the door. Like Keith was the manipulative little mastermind in a lot of those situations, making everything worse for Marshall until Marshall learned his lesson.
Well, fairies just drink nectar, right? They just go.
Oh my God. I don't know.
They're like little bees and butterflies mixed together.
But Keith, all he did was drink vodka. Maybe he was Bacchus, because we did have Venus, so we're going the Greek gods. So,
oh my God, what if
Roman
all
gods? So
what if all of these were supposed to be? But it seems like their names would be a little more on the nose. But I would love this so much more if each of these people represented a different god or goddess.
Just had divinity. So yeah, I don't know. It seems like maybe they were trying to do some type of theme there with that, especially because it's Gabriel, his biblical name, and then his cafe was the Angel Cafe, and he even made a joke about, oh yeah, Marshall thought this would be a good idea.
You want to know my favorite biblical name? Marshall. Yeah, I wrote down Angel Cafe when he said, oh, it was Marshall's idea. He thought it would do good. And I was like, what? Why?
Yeah, he thought it would be great that the owner of Angel Cafe was Gabriel.
Okay, now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Thank you, Corwyn. This movie was a mind fuck for me.
I feel like if you watch this movie any other day, you would be fine. But today you're just like, you are somewhere else.
I was like, have we learned their names yet?
He missed names like 3 times. Like we learned Keith's name earlier, but he was like, oh, we finally know his name at the end of the movie. I was like, no, it said it earlier.
I didn't hear that.
He didn't hear
the Chris thing confused both of us.
The Chris thing, because Gabriel and Marshall had a gay couple friend, and apparently both of their names are Chris.
Yeah, because
I was like, no, the one in the cafe's name is Chris. I don't know what the other guy's name is.
I said, no, Gary Goldman is named Chris.
And then they finally were like, Chris, and then Chris, and so we were like, what?
Chris is.
And figured it out after Googling.
Nicole has family friends who it's Chris and Christine, so they do call them the Chris's.
I mean, I would be hard-pressed to find another Corwyn.
Hey, if you're a Corwyn out there, please let us know at This Movie's Gay.
I know there are other Corwyns out there in the world.
Why?
I just haven't met one.
What's the origin of your name?
It's an old Celtic name.
Okay. Oh, I was almost given a Celtic name, Angus. My dad shut that down real quick. Even as a fan of AC/DC, my dad said, hey, Margaret, maybe in Ireland and in Scotland, that kind of area, it'd do fine. But here, he'll get his ass beat.
I feel like I want to call you Angus now.
God, my mom would love that. I would not.
It's Corwyn and Angus.
Oh, man. Corwyn and Angie. I like that. Actually, if I would have been Angie as a kid, that's actually kind of cool. It reminds me of Ang or Ung, whatever lore you're going with for Avatar, The Last Airbender.
Moving on.
Yes.
So, yeah, Marshall was boring, and then their first fight, that first fight was so weird and just like oddly escalated.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever he got the random text from eCupid, Gabriel did. He just like was like, oh, you're feeling frustrated and unsatisfied? Is that how you really feel? I had to learn this over a text from my boyfriend on his birthday.
And then he does this like fake cry that you immediately wrote down.
Yes, I did. Gabriel did a lot of weird cries. It just didn't seem natural. I mean, props to him for trying to cry on film, but didn't seem natural.
Natural.
They both had awkwardness to them, but it was because the characters weren't developed at all. Like there was no arc there. There was an arc in the sense that allegedly Marshall learned that all of those lessons from Venus and divinity and eCupid that he needed to communicate with his boyfriend and things or he wasn't unsatisfied. I don't know. It
also should have been more on the nose. He should have said, like, these are my laid out things of what I wish my relationship was like. Then we see that, hey, throughout the movie, he's given these things that he thought he wanted and realizes he doesn't. All we got was lack of sex, unsatisfied, and then two things that were also just another word for unsatisfied, like frustrated and something else.
Yeah, and like the only thing that really changed was Marshall lost his job, I guess, because all we see is the boss getting thrown in a pool, and he says he's starting his own advertising firm.
Yeah.
So he changes his life that way, but him and Gabriel don't really have any resolution at all. It comes about by Venus like talking to him in the little diner and eCupid having called Gabriel and him hearing Marshall talk about how, oh, he loves Gabriel and missed him. Yeah, and like he shouldn't have done what he did.
There was no real apology besides like, hey, I understand that there's beeping going on in the background. Now it's gone. There was a truck backing up.
You're getting very distracted.
No, I forgot to close the bathroom door, I think, and there's a window in there. Fuck yeah, I got distracted. I got distracted. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, there wasn't a really a resolution with them. So It's like, are they going to stay together or are they just going to, in a couple months after not continuing to communicate, just fall apart again?
Yeah, because we find out that Marshall wasn't told by Gabriel that, hey, I'm going to have to close down this cafe. So he does do a nice gesture of saying, hey, I'm going to do a really big grand opening and actually get people here. But he does also say, hey, it's going to be my job to make sure your dream is accomplished, which I did write down in the beginning when they were having that first fight, that a good boyfriend would go help close to lighten the load. Like, do whatever you need to do to make sure your spouse is doing well.
I mean, he started a business, so like that's an investment for both of them because they've been together for 7 years.
Yeah.
Jeez, but also the 7-year, I mean, yeah.
The 7-year itch is what you were about to say?
No, that's what Chris, one of the Chris's, I don't know if it's Chris 1 or Chris 2.
Okay, Gary Goldman Chris.
Gary Goldman Chris mentions the 7-year itch, apparently.
Chris got that itch.
Yeah. And the progression for them, like, was just weird. I was like, I this isn't satisfying in that you learn any lessons. It's just your life is thrown into chaos and then it suddenly comes together is pretty much what happened in the movie. It didn't feel like he actually learned any lessons besides, oh, these things I thought I wanted, I guess I didn't want.
Hey, you gotta burn it down to rebuild, U.S. government.
I also wrote down, the skater said, you're dope for an old guy. I'm like, he knows nothing about him.
Yeah.
He knows nothing.
He also is not that much older. 7-year difference. Oh, wait, no, he was about to be 30. For some reason, I was thinking he was 28.
9 years.
Yes. Still, not a big difference. They're potentially in the same generation.
And also, apparently, the skater guy was held back in elementary school because he was still in elementary school by 14.
We know he's 21.
He said 7 years ago, I was still in elementary school.
Yeah, and he does say...
like, he was like, when you first met, I was still in elementary school.
Yeah, and he says that 7 years is 3 times longer than I've been alive. So,
no, he said I've been alive. Yeah, so he's 21.
Yes, which, hey, he's around a bar. He's got to at least be 21. And holy shit, dude's fucking sponsored.
He's a sponsored skater by Divinity.
Yeah, which should have been red flags,
Hermes,
guys.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. You want to know what? This movie might be really good. Like very, very good.
If we just throw in a bunch of Roman and Greek god references, we're gonna make it better. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that is exactly what I'm saying.
And we're only doing that because if you look on IMDb, the diner waitress's name is Venus.
They never say it.
They never say her name. She might have a name tag. I don't know. I didn't catch that.
Divinity made it seem like it was going to be some like conversion therapy company. That that
really
name
does.
makes it seem like that. Divinity has been taken over by the Christian community, so you should have gave it more of a Roman Greek deal if that's what you were going for.
I mean, divinity can be a lot of things. Divinity is just the divine, so...
Ooh, divine, the pink flamingo?
The drag queen?
Yeah. We need to watch one of their movies. A John Waters Divine movie. John Waters,
Yeah.
is that John Waters?
Yes.
Okay. I always get like John Waters and maybe Derek Waters and then John another. I get like three of them confused.
John Waters.
John
Divine.
Waters,
Yes.
he's got that pencil mustache.
Yes.
Okay, guys. Hey, I know my shit, bitches. Hey, moviegoers. Remember, that's what we call our fans.
Is it?
No, I think I proposed that on one episode, but shot it down. Shot through the heart.
The other thing I have written down is I just have written down that Marshall's boring like 3 times.
Oh, man. Let me get to some of my starred things.
I just had to stop you from seeing that. So,
okay, we had a debate during this movie. I love when we have a debate during a movie.
what was our debate?
What makes a guest room a guest room?
Oh, yeah.
But also, what makes something a quest room? I get those words mixed up.
What?
It's a G and a Q. It's
Why do you
either
get them
this
mixed
way.
up?
I'll sometimes accidentally write quest when I'm meaning to write guest.
We have a quest coming today.
Yes.
We have a quest on the podcast today. So they mention it was Gabriel that said he's sleeping on his friend's couch. And I'm like, you're sleeping in their guest bedroom because they're sitting on the couch in the living room. And then he's like, all right, I'm going to head to bed. And then he like walks away. So we're assuming that he's in another room on a guest bed.
Can you not have... I'll even throw out my, hey, what makes a guest room? Can you not own 2 couches, Corwyn?
You can own multiple couches. Most of the time, they're going to be in the same room.
No. You could have one in a powder room.
Yeah.
I've been in a ladies' restroom before, not in a creepy way. I had to clean them.
Or, I mean, my grandparents have like a living room and then a parlor. So, like, they have couches in both of those rooms.
Yes.
But if there is a house big enough that has 2 couches for 2 separate rooms like that, they probably have a guest bedroom.
Okay.
In which the best friend is probably staying.
Then yes.
If you have another bedroom, it's probably going to have a bed in it. Now, you did mention a game room. Yeah, I can see that, having a game room with a couch in it that is a pull-out couch.
Yes.
That makes sense. But most of the time, people nowadays have their gaming area is their living room.
Unless you're a
professional gamer, I guess.
This is not nowadays. This is in 2011.
It was still then too. But you saw their houses. Like,
They
they're
were
put
nice.
together. They're nice. They have a guest bedroom.
Yes.
He's not sleeping on someone's couch. He's sleeping in their guest bed.
You want to know what? I'll even throw out this entire thing. Maybe he was so down in the dumps and feeling so worthless that he was like, I'll sleep on the couch in the guest room instead of actually sleeping on the bed.
Are you saying that their guest room is big enough to have a couch and a bed in it?
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
It's a small one. They're being modest.
Yeah, I was like, you're just staying at your friend's house is what it should have been. But
let us know,
fine.
guys. And by let us know, guys, I am just talking to C. You're
He
the
meant
only...
let us know, y'all.
No, what I'm saying is
you're just talking to C,
one person.
C specifically.
Also, Duo Grunfox, if you're listening, let us know.
There are more people that listen to us.
I think Freddie from Power Playthrough listens, which is nice. Hey, Freddie, if you're listening, what's up?
We have multiple people that listen.
We have like 26. We got to get that number up.
There's more than you just mentioned. 26 is a lot of names.
But
so,
let us know what you define a guest room as.
Guest room debate.
Or a quest room.
The quest room. Just imagining trying to call my guest bedroom a quest room. That's the quest room. There's a quest in there. Don't know what it is.
Well, if you
but
have
it's there.
If it's just a room where you do Dungeons and Dragons and stuff, you might just call it the quest room. That's all we do in there.
Why would you have a room just for Dungeons and Dragons?
Because you're a rich-ass nerd.
This is my rich ass nerd room.
Like if I would like a basement that's just full of Godzilla posters and such. That'd be hella dope.
Why does it have to be a basement?
Because basements are cool.
Oh my God.
You ever been in one?
Yes.
They're fun.
There's too much nostalgia associated with basements for you.
Yeah, I loved hanging out in basements. I wish I would have loved to have gotten a job as like very young and saved up to say like, hey, Dad, let's finish the basement. Because our basement wasn't finished. I tell you on this, I slept on like a slab of foam in my basement because I didn't want to share a room with my brother, but there were like spiders and it was just concrete floor.
I think we mentioned that during Make-A-Wish because he didn't put down foam to sleep on outside.
Yep.
Yeah, and you were mentioning that. I was like, that's what you throw down to make the, so that you're not sleeping on the ground, but also to keep your sleeping bag from getting wet, things like that.
Wet.
The dew. Wet dew. I also have that the boss looked and tried to be Alec Baldwin. The boss.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he was going for.
Mr.
That's what
Hutchinson, possibly?
Hutchington.
Okay. Do you think he was kind of like the Satan figure if we're going, he was Hades? Yeah.
No, he's probably Zeus.
Oh, yeah.
Get to work.
Does Zeus want people to work?
No, Zeus is just horny.
Okay, because I was going to say, fuck that dude. Give me Jesus. At least he's letting me have Saturday and Sunday off, baby.
Oh, my God.
Jesus was a good guy. Or gal, remember? We said before,
James
there's no gender specifics.
There's no gender specific in the Bible for Jesus. And I said, he's the Son of God.
Biologically. Remember, during the time Jesus was around, he was a liberal, cool dude. God, though, conservative as fuck. It took having a bright young boy or gal that is Jesus the Christ of Bethlehem, the Nazarene child.
Why are you talking about this? Stop it.
Yo,
We
Jesus.
over here.
Cool liberal dude. He would have voted Hillary. You think Jesus would have been a Bernie, bro?
James is now at 300%. He's just rapidly shaking right now.
What you drinking on, dude?
Water.
Jinx, you can't talk
I'm
anymore.
drinking water.
It's my damn podcast now.
Good luck.
Oh, hey, I've done a one-man podcast that's mostly playing PlayStation. Guys, you gotta check out Steven Unabomber. That's a Steven Universe thing, I would say. You keep rustling around with stuff. Your elbow does not need to be on an empty box.
Boom.
You looked like a little kid who was just like so pleased with himself or herself. He had an elbow up on this box that was elbow height and just like, oh, hi guys. This could be a meme. If you were a child, how you were looking would have been a meme.
I was looking to make sure I didn't drop anything besides that one piece of styrofoam.
Styrofoam. I don't know why I just said that.
I don't know why you're saying a lot of things.
Yeah, remember, guys, just like this movie, we have a deadline. It needs to be under an hour. Deadlines. You better believe I had that cooked up, ready to go when we got to this time point. Deadlines. The deadlines, Corwyn.
I'm sorry. I think James is on something. But
I don't know, guys.
But I don't know what's happening.
Oh,
It's
man. I don't know if this
strange.
I don't know if this is going to be one of our best episodes or just a shit show. I'm self-aware.
Are you?
No, I'm self-aware that this might be bad.
Okay.
I'm fucking kidding, guys.
I don't think you're self-aware right now.
This is podcasting gold.
I'm going to have so many people message me.
Saying, yo, man, what was he on?
What's wrong with James?
I'm straight edge, guys. I did do edibles once last year.
It was just a normal brownie.
No, it wasn't. It was, trust me, it was, I only did it as a way to show solidarity with Nicole, who was also doing it. It did not work for her. And I was like, well, did we get gypped off? Let me try. And then I was high as fuck singing the Donkey Kong Country TV show theme trying to get sober.
All right, we got to rattle through notes because it's almost to the end.
Yeah, fuck the
So,
notes.
The unpaid intern, Keith has enough money to take Marshall out and pay for everything on his birthday. That was strange.
It was just drinks, remember?
No, he said, I'll pay for everything.
Yeah, but they
And
only
they didn't
got
go
drinks.
out. No, they didn't go out after that. But he was like, I'll take you out and I'll pay for everything.
Yeah, he's getting
But it's
that
like,
divinity
you have-
money.
But also drinks are expensive.
Is there a god of wealth or goddess?
Yes.
Yeah,
There's
probably
one
there.
of everything. Anyway, so that was weird. Jimmy just walking to the apartment was weird, but also he was just awkward. We already mentioned that, where he was just like
walking in.
Yeah, all of them just walked in. The frat boy walking in was really funny because he was very aggressive. All of them were very aggressive.
That's the kind of
and
guy
Marshall
you need
was
to
boring
be.
and not aggressive.
You need to be an aggressive guy and take what
Don't-
you want.
Don't do that.
I'm self-aware.
Don't do that. The friends were great. Chris and Chris. Chris 1 and Chris 2. I love them.
I only liked
'Cause-
Gary Goldman, Chris.
I like the other Chris, the one that works in the cafe, because he was just like he was like, I'm not taking any of your shit, Marshall. Marshall's like, why do you think it didn't work? And Chris is like, I mean, it doesn't matter what I think. Do you know why it didn't work? It's like, he's not holding any punches.
I didn't like
He's
him.
going for the throat. Loved it.
He was too blunt for me.
He was
Remember, I'm
great.
straight edge. I don't like blunts.
Oh my God. Or like, I'm thinking straight edge, like weapon, and then like blunt weapon.
Yeah.
So like,
It works on both
he's
levels.
gonna mace you, James.
Hey guys, check out Baldur's Gate, please.
And then eCupid, because it is the realm of the gods
Yeah.
and the fae or whatever, it was deleting texts and keeping phone calls and rerouting texts and putting GPS things on things and was doing some crazy shit.
Supernatural. That's what this was. I called it in the beginning, kind of.
But Keith was involved because he kept looking at that guy's phone, at Marshall's phone, and being like, that text was deleted. Now I'm going to be like, let's go to this place.
I kind of wanted this to be a dream sequence, kind of Christmas Carol X, because we did have kind of the three ghosts of
We
relationships.
did.
I wanted it to be all a dream. Used to read some magazine. You know, Biggie Smalls. Corwyn doesn't know rap music.
You just went to like 6 different topics in like 5 seconds.
Guys, man, I'm high as
the
fuck, man.
fuck?
I'm zooted as hell.
Those are all my notes.
Let me check my notes. The boss was very, very mean.
He was just mean and like
Because he-
not a good boss.
Marshall asked, hey, can I get more impressive things? And then he said, yes, but you better impress me or you're getting a pink slip. You're fired. He could have said, if you don't do this, you're going to be stuck doing watches until the day you retire. He could have just said that or something more just dumb. Also, if you're getting all these bullshit accounts, how is he making so much money?
Watches got money.
I guess so. I did put down the best way if you hear an intruder behind you in your house. You do a quick turnaround and go, yeah, yeah.
Marshall, no personality.
Yes, when Keith has the cupcake in his house, sneaks in, then calls it unknown caller. Must have been eCupid blocking calls. Oh man, eCupid must be on that these new bot calls everyone's getting, telling me my insurance has run out on my car. Hey bitch, haven't had a car in almost 4 years. Suck it. I know you spamming me. But he turns around and goes, yeah, and kind of punches at the cupcake. I also wrote down that when he put the candle for his birthday when he was alone into this candy bar looking thing, I wrote down, I had this epiphany as I grew older, but he is an adult with money and a job. He can go buy a fucking cake for himself. He doesn't need to have this depressing thing. It's what I learned when I found out you can go buy orange cream soda from the store. It's not this fun time snack that only Cracker Barrel has that my mom tried to instill in me. No, you can buy these in bottles At any store.
Did you not know that orange cream soda was a thing?
I knew it was a thing, but I just thought it was at Cracker Barrel. Because whenever we went to Cracker Barrel when we went down south, you better believe your boy was cracking open an orange cream soda.
Cracker Barrel's so great.
Yeah.
Just so good.
Like their biscuits are really good. Everything at Cracker Barrel's good.
It's just a wholesome place.
And their gift shop, you better believe I hated that because my mom and sister would spend too much time in it.
Same.
Yeah, guys. Cracker Barrel, make those separate things.
Anyway, your notes.
I think that's really... Do you not want to stay with me? Oh, that was the thing I wrote down that Jimmy wrote. Do you not want to stay with me? Do you just want to go out and get coffee and not be around me?
Yeah, Jimmy, that was just real weird because he was like, oh, I thought we'd go get something to eat. It's like, it is dinner time, obviously. So, like, that's a normal thing to do, especially if you're going on a date, which it seems like that's what Jimmy wanted to do, was go on a date. So, like, why is he going to get all defensive about going to get something to eat? And then Marshall just was blank, just dumb, boring Marshall, just like, well, I thought maybe we could get a coffee.
You should have just laid it all out saying, hey, this is what people do on dates.
I just been like, hey, that's what people do on dates. But also, like, you just showed up in my house, so...
Yeah. We said we were going to hang out, granted, but you just waltzed in here.
You want to hang out, that's cool, but also I don't know you.
Yeah.
So maybe we can go somewhere public? Somewhere public. Great.
So in the bar, like when they made the bar in his house, they were shaking something up.
The party in the barn, it said that he had a bunch of guests, but he had like no one there. It was just Keith and like a bartender.
There were like 3 other random people.
Random people with helping the party planner.
Maybe, but when he was shaking it up, shaking something up real good, you better believe water and oil mixed together.
Oh my God, they weren't drinking oil, James.
Shaking it up. Well, they weren't drinking anything.
Keith was drinking things.
Yeah, but that was, like some green liquid. But I'm saying when they poured out the other thing.
It wasn't green.
Yeah, it was. It looked a little lime.
Oh.
Like a key lime pie drink form. Ooh, that would be good. Hey, Faygo or any craft sodas. I know you got one. I know for sure. Dr. Pepper has
Where are you going? Oh my God.
I don't know, guys. I'm fucking high.
I think
What did Franklin?
Oh my God.
Frank, did you put something in that peanut butter?
Yes.
Frank's the cat I live with.
Drugged you.
Okay. So I don't know if you know this about most TV shows, but they say you cannot have 2 women of the same hair color in a TV show. That's why when like Criminal Minds, when one went out, like a brunette, when Paget Brewster left, or when Paget Brewster replaced the person they replaced, it was with another brunette. And then when Paget Brewster left, they switched her out with another brunette. Are you going to say
that all the guys look the same and you couldn't tell them apart?
Yes, because they all had the same fucking hair color. Of course, men can do it. But guess what? They can't, because I cannot tell any of them apart.
I feel like, yes, there's definitely merit there. But also, you're having trouble following this movie.
In all of the movies we do. Remember the first Eating Out? I didn't know any of those characters.
Well, that's because that's just also like real bad about introducing and growing characters.
Yes, all of these. That's what these movies need. God,
it's like we know nothing about Marshall except that he is good at Photoshop.
Yes.
Like that's the only thing. I don't know what he eats besides pie. Oh, but even not then.
Yeah.
He's okay with pie, even though his boyfriend of 7 years, like, apparently makes really good cherry pie.
No one can deny his cherry.
Yeah.
I said that's so gross. No one can turn down his cherry, not deny.
So basically we know nothing about him. He
I have a cherry. I have a cherry. You cannot deny it.
Oh my God. James. James.
But yes, he hasn't been to the gym in a while.
But he's still fit. And he's,
but kind of doughy.
He's also wanting to have sex with his boyfriend, even though his boyfriend's tired.
But that's every boyfriend.
His boyfriend's tired from running his cafe by himself and not not having any customers and then needing to close it.
If your spouse owns a business, you go after work to, 1, hang out, and 2, help them. He's a bad boyfriend.
Yes.
He was trying to blame everything on himself, but like Venus said, you have to work at a relationship. It's just not handed to you.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, wow, we're at an hour.
Have watched this movie before.
What?
Yeah.
You just now reveal.
Yes. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I've watched it before. Yeah, I mean, it's a fun little movie to watch if you
It'll get you high.
If you don't care what you're watching, just watch it. It's got some fun moments, I guess.
You'll be stoned at the end of it.
That's just you, James.
I might also not be eating enough. That could be it. Oh, also, Keith was clearly malnourished because his tan was off. He has scurvy for sure.
He is a fae. He does not have anything. He's fine.
Again, you can't say those words about people in the community.
I'll say what I want, James.
You'll say what you want and flip whoever else you want off.
Oh
Is
my
that,
God.
Yeah, I had to make sure the finger I was holding up was actually my middle finger. Okay, yeah, I'm spent.
You've been going at 300% for some reason for like hours. Oh, I just yawned into the mic, making you yawn. You gotta go take a nap. I gotta go to class. But yeah.
Yeah, Corwyn's 17, guys. He's still in high school.
Oh my God. No. The podcast is 18. It's
Yes,
fine.
yes, we're 18 today. Okay, Corwyn, what do you have to
18
plug?
weeks. Just our website, mlmpod.com.
Chia!
And then also you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff. It's just my name with ING at the end.
Corwinning.
Yes. And also my theater company, Saltbox Theatre Collective.
Yeah,
Look
you
us
better
up.
believe
We're doing
it.
stuff later in the summer.
And of course, like Corwyn said, MLM Pod, you go there. You can find all of our podcasts, mostly Speakin' Sentai, This Movie's Gay. If you want to share with a friend, which please do, What the Hell Mouth, and I'll get there. Also, I'll probably start posting music on there too. Why not? I'm coming out with a new CD. I've been posting it under Marshland Monster on SoundCloud. It's called King Kaiser X. I'm sampling Godzilla soundtracks and putting some hardcore drum beats over it to do some goddamn technical rap music. It's real good. Check it out. That's all I have. I'm keeping it short and sweat.
Yes.
All right, I've been James.
I've been Corwyn.
Bye. Hey. I'm doing a short one, daddies. Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Over there on the Chevrolet. 52 episodes in a year.
It's not how we're starting this.
52 episodes in a year. 52 episodes, 52 episodes, 52 episodes in a year. Hey, bloopers, baby.
That's so terrible. Hi, my name is Corwyn.
Wait, no, that's it's at the end. You can't start it like that. I got it this time.
All right.
This has been a Marshland Media production, produced by James McCullum. For more content, please visit mlmpod.com. To support our network and have access to exclusive podcasts, head over to patreon.com/MLMpod and sign up today.